What is happening, guys? Welcome back. So this is a highly anticipated video on the channel. A lot of you guys are here from the very beginning when we were doing this project and we started it. I think it was around August 2020. So it's been just over a year, or a bit over a year now, since we started the project. Went at it all guns blazing, got a hell of a lot done, and then I hit a bit of a mental block and yeah, had enough of the project. Some of you guys that have done projects like this will know that that happens, and you just sometimes need to step away, put it to one side, do something else, and then that drive will come back. And I'm happy to say that that drive is now back, and the car is sat on the lift. Main reason, I just wanted to see how high it went, but we've got it on there, and I've got to say, when I put it on there, put it up in the air, and I was under it, I was just sat on the floor having a drink, looking at it, and it's easy to forget how much work has gone into this little car. I took it on a little bit naively, didn't realise how much work was going to be involved in it. As anything, it didn't look that bad. As soon as you start taking it to pieces, it was very, very, very bad. So, we haven't touched the car in about 3 months. And we didn't touch the car for about 3 months before that. Now, the reason really being, the whole project it's a massive, massive, massive undertaking that I'll admit I went into very, very naively and did not expect this project to be the size that it is at all. The amount of metal work that has gone into that car may not have actually been worth repairing for the amount of metal that's been replaced on it. But hey, it's a learning curve. I've learned a hell of a lot. I never picked a welder up before we started on this car. So yeah, the metal work that's gone into it has taught me a lot. And the car is now pretty much a solid shell. There's a few little bits that still need finishing off that I've not quite got around to doing, but it's pretty much a solid shell. In the last episode that we did on it, which was, like I say, about 3 months ago, we put the steering, suspension, braking components and got its wheels back on, so it's sat in the workshop under its own weight for about the past 3 months. Massive, massive thank you to Heritage Parts Centre for sponsoring the entire build and the channel. Without those guys, this project would be nowhere near where it is now, so thank you very much. If you've got a classic Volkswagen or Porsche project, make sure you hit up heritagepartscentre.com and use the code CHAMBERS at checkout, and you'll get a nice little 10% off your order. So massive thank you to Heritage Parts Centre for sponsoring this and for giving me the code to give back to you to save a little bit on your projects. The car is now sat there, like I say, pretty solid. It's been under its own weight, and that really was where I started to have a bit of a wobble, if you like. I've mentioned it before on the channel, I'm quite open about it. I had a breakdown a couple of years ago, and the channel came about sort of because of that and giving me a bit of an outlet, and whatever, and the travelling that we were supposed to do never happened, various other reasons. And this project seemed like a good idea at the time. It's a very big project that, yeah, turned out to be a lot bigger than expected, and I was just not in the right frame of mind. I've been in here for 8 months welding, and it just all took its toll, and I was sick of working on the car, sick of looking at the car, which is why it sort of got pushed to a side. We did the odd episode on it here and there, and we focused on doing the other projects, the Caddy, the bike, now the Fiesta ST, and a few other things, just to try and sort my head out and have some fun with it, which was the whole reason I first set up YouTube, was to try and have fun and enjoy myself and not have the pressures of a job, if you like. There are still pressures there because this is my full-time income. I have no other income. So yeah, YouTube is my entire income, so I've got to make it work as much as I can. But we've had a break from the car, and I'm feeling a hell of a lot better now, and I'm ready to make a start on getting this project underway again. There's been a few decisions made. So the plan with the car originally was we were going to go putting it back to complete stock, DX engine in it, all the original interior in it, all the original suspension underneath, changing the coilovers and set of wheels. That was the original plan, and I think that was another reason why I sort of fell out of love with the project, because I can't stand standard cars. I can't stand them at all. If you watch the channel, the Mark 5 Golf estate I hadn't even owned that for 24 hours, and it was on coilovers and wheels. And it isn't, it's hardly a big show car, but coilovers, wheels, sort the stance out, get it looking all right, then I'm more than happy to drive around in them. And that was what we were going to do with this. But seeing as it's such a big project, and the engine, the DX engine, was going to cost so much to get rebuilt, I've had a change of plan. We're not putting the DX engine back in it now. We're going to be engine swapping it. And the engine swap I'm going to do, it's been done before, it's proven, it doesn't seem too difficult. I'm going to touch wood and I've probably cursed it, but it doesn't seem too difficult. So, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be fitting this with a BAM engine. So, 225 horsepower, 1.8 turbo, 20 valve engine. At the minute, I'm doing a bit of research into it. Mated to, I think it's an O2J box, hydraulic clutch conversion, throttle cable, so it's not fly-by-wire throttle, and a few other things. Running on the standard management. Yeah, so that's the new plan, and I'm very, very excited about it. And we're still going Mars Red with the car. I've got some ideas for the interior. We're not going garish with it. There's some front seats I've got an eye on. There's fabric that I've got to see if I can get hold of, which is the fabric I want to use. We're going to change the material on the headliner, material on the door cards, a few subtle little mods that will just make it look nicer. And if anyone fancies sponsoring me or give me a great deal on air ride for it, I'd love to sit it on some bags as well. That will come if I can afford it. But yeah, I've decided instead of doing what the plan before was, which was building the car back to a stock OEM standard to sell for as much money as I can, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm going to build it for me. I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm going to build the car that I would want to build, and we'll keep it, have some fun with it, and then if somebody comes with the right money and wants to buy it, it will then be for sale. So yeah, Mars Red, bit of a different on the interior, 1.8 20 valve turbo in it, just to have a little bit more fun. And the engine I've done a deal on at the minute, I think he said it's running about 270 horsepower. So in a car that's going to weigh about 800 kilos, that is going to be a hell of a lot of fun. But yeah, that's the new plan. That's what we're going to be doing. Let me know what you think. I'm very excited about it. You can probably tell. But yeah, that's the new plan with the car. And that's what I'm going to be doing. So yeah, I'm waffling now because I really don't know what to say. This genuinely is about the 25th time I've filmed this. And I don't know if I've got everything out I wanted to say. But yeah, that's what's happening with the car now. I'm excited about it. I hope you guys are. Picking the engine up for it supposedly on Thursday. It's currently Saturday. This video goes out Sunday tomorrow. So yeah, picking the engine up Thursday. Not sure we're going to get an episode out next week. We might do. We might do. And then yeah, we'll be back on hopefully. The plan will be one video on this, one video on the Fiesta a week. Getting back to some decent programming. So yeah, that's the plan. Let me know what you think. I'm excited about it. Hope you guys are too. And yeah, I'm going to stop waffling. Have a great Sunday. And I'll see you on the next one. Enjoy.